Oh, gee, are we in such a hurry?
Yes, we
Won't have any
are.
punctuality problems with that approach.
Hey everybody, welcome back to PlayStation Underground. You got Kristen here, and I'm joined by Julian from Still Alive Studios. We're here playing Bus Simulator on a PS4 Pro. Julian is the founder and lead developer on the game. We're super excited to have you join us.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so we are about to make our bus driver. I'm super excited to play this game, actually.
It should be.
Yeah?
It's amazing.
So it is the first time that it's coming to console. Spring this year, I believe.
Yes, it is.
So let's get started. Let's go ahead and start customizing.
Yeah, so we are here to customize our character, our avatar, because of course you're not only a bus driver, you're actually also the CEO of a huge upcoming bus
company.
empire, actually.
Oh my gosh.
So it's even beyond that.
So there's high stakes here in who we end up creating.
It's huge stakes, and of course you want to look as dashing as you possibly can.
I love that.
I think green trousers will do the trick.
Absolutely
Mixed a little
choice.
bit with bright red. That's always a good fashion choice. So, I mean, we can go even crazier.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and the hair. I mean, the hair.
Even better. What color hair do we want to give him?
I mean, I can give you the choice.
Ooh, I think I'm feeling... Ooh, that dark...
The
there
dark
it is.
blue,
there
yeah.
it is. We're getting a little bit of everything today.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
We want our bus empire to stand out. You know, the head of the company
exactly.
needs to be someone recognizable.
Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Maybe make him a little darker. So it's
tanner.
almost tone in tone with his shirt.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
it's
All right.
amazing. Okay.
Well, let's get going then. Let's see where this will take us.
So I'll start here at the beginning, where you are
Hello.
presented
Over
with
here. I'm glad
your
to see
first
you
bus,
again.
basically,
Oh,
right?
traffic was
And this is Mira. Mira
Anyway,
is
look at
this
this
amazing
sweet
character
Mercedes
in a game.
Citaro
She's actually
K.
quite famous already
Ah.
on YouTube and everything. People are just
'cause
getting all
there's
excited about
There's
her.
a massive fan base for these simulator games and for Bus
Yes.
Simulator.
And
over the years.
especially for Mira, because
love
she's
it.
super excited about everything. And
As
yeah.
she should be.
Yeah, so look forward to her in action.
Nice.
So yeah, this is the Citaro K. So there is bus geeks, and of course we are too. And every single bus we have in the game is an originally licensed bus. So this is a Mercedes Citaro K. We actually have proper contracts with the individual developers or like manufacturers of those buses. So they have to check off every single one of them.
Oh my
So
gosh.
they
So
are
they
actually
are like
realistic.
fully approved, completely realistic.
So this is
This is
how
what this bus would look like.
they look like.
Oh my
And
gosh.
this is also the buses that we have in Europe. So currently all European buses with MAN and then Mercedes and
Nice.
all that stuff. So here we know.
Oh
we
man,
get to
we're
know.
in the driver's seat.
Yes.
Wow, you make yourself comfortable in the
So
driver's
This
seat.
Mira,
is so
Mira went over there.
Oh, I love when
And-
she's sitting right in
yeah.
the front. She's ready to go. She's
yeah,
ready to
she's
ride.
ready to go, telling me how to get my ropes here. So there's different perspective I can play with, like
was
the
gonna
third
say.
person perspective.
I was gonna
which-
say, walk us through all the different mechanics
Yeah,
of,
sure.
of how to drive.
So the third person perspective is especially interesting if you're more on the arcade side of things. You get a very nice overview here. If you're purely into simulation, then those guys usually play with this
Get back to
perspective.
first person.
Actually, they even turn off the UI mirrors. So you have
Really?
to actually
You have to look at the real
here.
mirror. Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god.
There's a passenger mirror. There's the side
That's
mirror.
when you're the advanced bus
Yeah,
driver.
exactly.
You really, you hit the streets enough that
Yes.
you know what you're doing.
Actually, there's even peripherals for I mean, obviously,
I
like a
love it.
steering wheel and stuff,
yeah.
right? So all of that supported, obviously. And on PC, we can go even one step beyond, because there do you have this basically head tracking, so people don't have to move around the camera with the right stick anymore.
Got it.
So they
So I'm
can-
seeing down here, you can select your ticket type. So is that when
Yes.
folks get on, you can give them different tickets
exactly.
and everything?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
First off, we have to start off
Let's not get
up
ahead
the
of
bus.
ourselves.
Because right now no engine is running, nothing is running.
All right.
So what I can do is basically turn the ignition key. So it's on now. The engine
Nice.
is running, right? And then I can start
Setting all of our lights
the
up.
lights.
Getting yourself
turn
comfortable.
The lights on and the ticket machine lights, cashier lights, cockpit lights, and yeah, basically
This is so detailed.
close the doors, right? So they are closed now, and then I'll just go once I release the parking brake. I mean, I just used the shortcut, but you can use this one here as well. Right.
What's the
release.
shortcut?
Just
Down on the D-pad.
down on the D-pad, yes.
All right. And off we
So-
go.
So
So
here
it's-
we
so
are
it's- I
in
was gonna say-
Seaside Valley.
Oh, and what is that?
Seaside Valley is a European city.
Our beautiful home where we're about to
Exactly,
take over.
and there is no public transportation network as of now, and that's where we come in.
I love it.
And basically, this whole city has various districts that you can unlock over the course of the game.
Okay.
So you initially start out with the business district. We'll go there later.
Do you
and
unlock the districts just by driving out to them, or do you have to build out like bus stops and things like that?
Exactly.
I
You
see.
build your route network. You hire new drivers. You buy new buses, and you constantly drive them yourselves as well. And you get missions, and every mission then unlocks new parts of the game, like new buses, new bus stops, and whatnot.
This is so good. This is such a huge open world too.
Yeah, it's actually
looks
quite
phenomenal.
extensive.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is what this
So-
what we've unlocked so far, or
No, this is our current
this
route.
is the whole? Okay.
This is our current route. This up there is the Astra Park. It's the business park.
Mhm.
Then you have down here the harbor area, agricultural zone, and then out down there the Steineck and the Westfield, which is
gosh.
basically some smaller villages,
The countryside.
and then the major city there with the old town, suburbans, residential districts. So all of that is there.
Awesome.
So let's
All right.
let's continue our
Get back on
drive.
the road.
I can enable the speed limiter, so that's basically a driving aid
Mhm.
that automatically scans, so to say, your surroundings
Mhm.
and basically limits the speed to what is allowed. Because
Got
of
it.
course there are these speeding cameras.
Oh, that can catch you.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
can
gosh.
catch you.
I was about to say, like, could you just completely ignore it and just
Ah,
like
you-
floor it
you,
and
you
just
can, you can.
But
We
you
can
should.
actually do that now. I'm not going to enable the speed limiter.
So what happens if the cameras catch you? Do you get a ticket? Or does it affect the
Yes,
company? and-
Exactly, you have to pay the penalty fee.
Amazing.
So
They've thought of everything.
also not hitting the curb and stuff like
Not
that.
hitting
That's
other
all.
cars.
Oh yeah, that's a big one too. People is also a good
That's
thing
a
to
plus.
not to not kill them. So yeah, I'm opening the doors.
Hello, everybody. Good
And
morning.
there's the first guys
Glad
coming
you
in.
could make it.
See,
Hello, Mira. Thank you
And
for
there.
inviting me.
Hey,
sitting
Sam.
down.
How's your daughter?
Thanks, Mira. She's been
So-
Mira knows
busy
everyone.
Yeah, Mira is very
she's rather
popular in the city.
lively.
We
Glad
will
to
get to
have
love
you.
her.
Everybody, please take a seat. We'll be departing shortly.
So if we put our indicator lights, then also the cars coming from the rear
Now,
know
this is
that
the
we
hard
want to
part.
go out
Do you see that
and
clock?
therefore stop
Do you
and let
think
us
you can make it
because
to the next stop
everybody
in
in the
time?
city is super nice.
I'm
So this was also our goal actually, because we wanted to have a nice experience.
Yeah.
An experience that you can enjoy and that you don't have to, you know,
Be worried about
relive,
conflict and-
relive the real life.
People's in real life bus experiences might not be as calm and
E-
soothing.
exactly. They are very friendly. They're always saying thank you, you know,
Aw.
and that's
Yeah,
important. I mean, I can also run this red light, so I mean, it's a complete open
Oh,
world.
oh, we gonna do it? Should we do it?
So,
Everyone's like, why?
and then like, oh, I think it just went on green, so we didn't get penalized for it.
nice.
So good. Yeah,
We made
we
it
were,
work.
we were lucky.
But yeah, these
going
games have
pretty
such
well
a
so far,
huge
isn't it?
community behind them, and I
Yeah.
think it's
Next
exactly
stop is
sort of like
right
what you were
over
saying.
there.
Like they're just relaxing, really calm, positive games that you
Yes.
sometimes just want to sit down and have a not like major conflict happening that you're stressing
Exactly.
over.
And also about the experience of how is life for a real bus driver, right?
Mhm.
So
The neighbors asked if they could borrow.
They really are just they meet so many people every single day.
Yes.
They have repeat customers, so they
Exactly,
probably
so
would be just like Mira, just being like, "Oh, how's your kid? Like, how are you doing?"
So this is also an important part of the game that we try to simulate also the aspects that a bus driver has to deal with beyond just driving the bus, because passengers are a huge thing, obviously, right?
That's true.
So
So,
there is lots of events that
happen on the
yeah,
bus.
exactly, like somebody forgetting their purse and you have to bring, or you can bring it, or garbage in the bus, or
or like if someone
somebody-
gets like rowdy or loud.
yeah, or somebody is standing in the door, and it's not closing because that's what people do.
So now we're playing the single player mode, but this also has an online
Yes,
multiplayer
it
for up
has
to 4 people.
4 people multiplayer, and that's where the true fun. Yeah,
I was gonna
begins.
say, so for multiplayer, is it multiple buses, or is it everybody on the same bus working together?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
So you're absolutely free. I mean, at any point in time, I can like say, okay, I want to stop now. I go out and run around. Personally, I can actually start controlling tickets, right? Okay, she has a ticket. She has a ticket too. Let's try her.
Nice.
Try him.
Everybody's paid their way.
Yeah, most of them will.
Most people are nice. Oh, I like how he even takes it out. He's like,
Yeah.
yep, right here.
Everybody has them, so all
I
good.
love it. So in multiplayer, it could be like maybe you'd be
There is
driving and
different
I'd be
modes.
checking.
Exactly. I mean, there is the convoy mode where you can basically drive the same route and then be right behind one another. Come on, go, go. I'll push you.
Can you honk at him?
Yes, but
Red light. Oh well.
no. Should we run this red light?
I'm absolutely the type of person in real life I would be honking at them nonstop. Oh.
Ah, come on! It got
Every
green
time
again.
it knows that we're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Oh,
we
we
just-
ran a red light.
We just gotta not hesitate next time. Just live on the
So-
edge.
Yeah, it's amazing the thrill you feel when you do that. So here we are now going more into the countryside of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can take a slight detour
Sure.
to look at a little
See
bit
the
more.
sights.
Yeah,
We're
I mean,
off our route.
I'm so a nice
the-
driver because I even set my indicator light to turn left now.
Aw.
Yeah, it's like
Will the passengers notice if you go off route? Like, will they be like, "Oh, you missed
if
my
I
stop."
stop somewhere where I shouldn't, yeah, absolutely. Oh, there was a speeding camera.
Speed violation.
Yeah, that's when you drive without speed limiter. That's
We're
living on the edge. Yeah.
Here,
This is-
Bus
this is-
Simulator. I love it.
And what's super fun to look at is how people on streams do like with multiplayer role playing games. Like where one guy, oh come on, not a speeding violation. Yeah, those country.
Maybe we should turn it back
Yeah.
on.
No, I want to go fast. I mean, we're living the dream here.
Oh my gosh.
It's so close. But,
So folks will be streaming and just trying a million different things.
yes, I mean there is so many achievements to be found in the area around.
Oh.
Oh come on.
Oh, there's your charge.
1,300 euros. So yeah, this is quite substantial.
Crime doesn't pay, you guys.
No, not in Bus Simulator at least. So
This is so cool how
see,
you.
there you have super countryside.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go out a little bit and you see a little bit more. Yeah, see there is cows and there's hay.
This is so
and
calm, you guys.
You can of course go out and explore this by foot as well. There is also gonna be oh come on, what are you doing? I didn't see you there.
Oh, sorry. I'm just super excited.
She's so excited.
Yeah.
Mira doesn't mind that we just hit another car.
No. So we need to go to the other side. That will be a challenge,
Ooh.
but we'll
Yeah,
manage.
how do you 3-point turn with a big bus like this?
Slowly.
Will we make it?
Yes. They have actually a surprising awesome turn radius. So, come on. Good timing, bad stopping position. So yeah, stopping position matters.
Hey, this is very realistic. I have absolutely been behind a bus who stopped at an angle like this.
But wait,
So
it would
he wants a
actually be
ticket,
nice opportunity to
and
make sure the
that's
ticketing
how the
machine
ticket
is
machine is
working
introduced as
properly,
well,
wouldn't
right?
it?
So here we are, and he wants a single ticket. Okay,
Hey,
it's
I didn't
gonna
think you'd
be
show up.
student
Hey, Mira.
and one
Yeah,
ticket only.
I
So
wasn't sure
this
if
is
I'd make
what
it.
he
Professor
wants,
Zellerman,
and you
didn't
need to give
expect
the
see
return.
you here.
As
So the
if
change
I
is
missed
€3,
this opportunity, my fiance
20.
already sold our car in anticipation of the
So-
return of the buses.
People are selling their
Really?
cars because our
That
bus
restaurant
empire has
is
grown.
a success.
Exactly.
Have a nice day.
Hello there.
So, ooh, there is a disabled
Sure, that's
person.
no problem.
So we
Could you lower
also
the ramp so they can board the bus?
need the ramp.
Nice. I love that. It
We
really
need
has
the ramp,
everything.
and then you open the doors.
Bus lowers.
Open the door. Where is all doors?
Oh, and you can see it in the mirror starting to go.
Come on. So. now he
Welcome
gets in,
aboard.
and I retract the ramp again.
Thank
Oh
you
no.
so much. Having buses
Wrong
will make
button.
it so much easier for me
We
to
just
get
hopped
around
out.
again.
Don't mind us. All
This is
right.
going quite well so
And
far.
then we're
So.
back on our way.
I think
Yes.
we can move along now.
Oh, we kind of. I think we
Place
blocked
for
the
a bit of
entire
relaxing
street here.
Just a
Um,
bit.
Yeah.
For a reasonable fee,
I mean,
we're
they
gonna
start
need this.
honking at some point, but we made them
There are
very
even a couple of
patient.
people I don't know.
Oh, I love that it gives you an
there
indication.
there is a pothole, so you have to be
Danger on
careful
the
about
roads.
that. Yeah, because
Especially
if
if
you
you're
just
speeding.
if you're fast on it, people will complain about the bumpy ride. So you should be careful about that.
Nice.
Oh, there's another pothole. You can also just avoid them.
All right. Let's try to
So
head to one
that's
more.
modern art, as you can see, in the center of this.
I love how built out it is. Oh, another violation.
Yeah, I hit the curb of this.
All right. Well, let's head to one more bus stop, and then
Yes.
maybe when we're there, open that menu back up again so we can see all the
Yes.
all the doors that we can open, the
Mhm.
ramps, and everything that you can do when you're helping folks get on the bus.
So we are now entering the business district, as you can see up over there.
Nice. So how did you guys go about designing like what the city would look like? Did you take other European cities and sort of mash things together, or was it just
so
like that?
That's basically how we started. We are actually very lucky because our lead designer on this came from the architecture visualization side of things.
Got it.
So he is actually very familiar with how to design urban
Landscapes.
landscapes and how to make believable cities.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say
and
because
it shows,
that
yeah.
one tower in particular, like it looks really cool.
So we try to have interesting vistas.
Yeah.
So the player, I mean, obviously the driving is a routine thing, right?
Yeah.
So
You want to have something nice to look at if you're gonna
exactly,
keep doing it.
nice stuff to look at, interesting events that happen throughout the drive, interesting stories to tell, basically, because people on the bus, they constantly talk. I mean,
Mhm.
now in the tutorial it's strongly tuned down because there's a lot of other things going
It's
on.
teaching you all the different
Yes,
mechanics. yeah.
exactly. But usually they talk. Oh! Come on.
We'll probably have to get that ironed out later.
So yeah. Well, that wasn't my
In the
prime
world of
moment.
Bus Simulator, you don't have to exchange insurance.
This is
No,
eternal
you just pay
all
right up.
passengers
So
must
this
be
is the last stop of our
Alright.
drive.
After that, to everybody who's still on board, I want to thank you for
So,
participating in this
I can
drive.
actually show you a little bit.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
there's
say.
the lights menu. You can turn on the passenger lights, the
Mhm.
cockpit light, cashier lights, then the signal lights, obviously far light.
Would you help
So
a
I think,
passenger
I
with
mean,
wheelchair
Yeah.
later
get off the
you
bus
usually
again?
don't see that much. Then you have like the wipers, the parking brake, the horn.
I was gonna say, so does the environment and the weather change as well?
Yes,
So
yes,
driving
you
in
can
rain,
drive
driving
at-
night.
At night, at rain, windy, speed limiter, ignition, that's all in there. Radio, obviously, I mean, everybody needs a radio. You can adjust your seat. Like, you can say, well, I want to be a little bit forward or here, and then maybe a little up or down. So like this.
I love
This
it.
is how I want to have my seat set. And yeah,
What a
we need
detailed world.
we need to also lower the ramp, obviously, because
To let our one
yeah,
passenger off.
see, he's now getting off Opera.
Nice.
So, and now we are all set.
we did it.
And what we can do now, in a normal drive, we could just end it right now if you wanted to, or you can always drive back to the bus depot. So you where
Head
the
back where we
garage, yeah, the
started?
garage, no, the garage of the buses.
Oh,
so
to see
say.
other buses?
They're not yet, right?
But eventually, once you have more.
you will get more and more buses. So I'll just
Yeah.
shorten it a bit because
say, well-
traffic is quite high right now.
We've
it
been
depends.
living on the edge the whole time. Might as well
Yeah,
keep doing it.
it's like the traffic, of course, changes depending on.
Ooh, like an
oh,
accident we just passed. Dang.
Yeah. There was some weird clipping going on. Yeah.
Oh, gee, are we in such a hurry?
Yes, we are.
Punctuality problems with that approach.
I love her already. I completely understand why people
All
love
set
her.
up over there.
All right. Well, we're going to head back into the bus depot. Julian, thank
Yeah.
you so much for showing off Bus Simulator. Again, this is going to be out this spring. And we've been playing on a PS4 Pro today. We'll see you guys for the next episode of PlayStation Underground.
PlayStation